I'm about to show you exactly how to get ahead of 99% of business owners on YouTube. You see, business owners tend to approach YouTube like other social platforms, which is why 99% of them never see any results and wondering why any of the views they're getting are not actually converting into sales. But you see, the truth is that there are 3 mindset shifts that you need to make today, or else you will never be able to actually get qualified book calls consistently from YouTube. And if you implement these changes that I'm talking about in this video, you'll be the authority in your niche, which will lead to you building a nurturing sequence on YouTube that turns your viewers into buyers on autopilot. Just like I did with one of my clients, Lyndon Chastain, who we've helped make over $70,000 in a single month organically, like you can see from the screenshots below. And we have helped him get over 60,000 subscribers on his main channel.
We just hit 50,000 subscribers. We make over $70,000 a month from our YouTube channel. And Andrew has been a huge part of that.
Which is why in this video, I'm going to show you how to think like the top 1% of business owners on YouTube to add thousands of dollars in revenue to your business, all organically from YouTube. So if you're tired of posting video after video with nothing in return, and you want to build out a YouTube channel that actually grows your business, stick around till the end of this video, because I'm going to tell you the mindset shifts and how to actually implement it into your YouTube channel. Now you're probably wondering, why do I need to build all of this out organically? Why can't I just take advantage of paid ads? And that's because paid ads just do not work as well as they used to. You see, we are in a trust recession, and it's extremely difficult to build trust with someone in only 60 seconds from one ad who doesn't know anything about you, let alone if you're legit or not. Google literally did a study breaking down all the stats on why paid ads are not as effective anymore compared to long form content. This is called the 7-11-4 rule, and pretty much what it means is that it takes 7 hours of content through 11 touch points and 4 different social platforms on average to actually get a consumer to buy your product or service. This is why you need to start shifting your focus to actually getting closer to that 7 hours of content uploaded onto your channel, because this is what the average amount of content it takes for someone to actually become a buyer. And now that we know this, you're probably thinking, so how do we even attract people to our content on YouTube? Where can we actually get this traffic to our videos and to our YouTube channel? How do we get our videos seen? This is where the mindset shift number 1 comes into play. And that is, you need to think of YouTube like a search engine. YouTube is the second most trafficked site on the planet. It gets over 2.5 billion people visiting it monthly, as you can see from the screenshot on screen. This means that we have 2.5 billion people who are actively searching for their problems to be solved and how to do certain things. Now, all we have to do is position ourselves to be that person that could help them, so that we could claim their attention and then eventually sell them on our service so they could turn into buyers. So what can you take away from this lesson and actually implement into your YouTube channel? You want to make videos that your target audience is searching for. This is what I mean by it's important to treat YouTube like a search engine. You have to really understand your ICP and what they're searching for, what problems they want solved. This is going to make it a lot easier to actually think about what your target viewer is searching for so you could make content around it. So for example, these 3 videos, all 3 of these videos are actually crafted and put together in a way so that their target audience who is searching for these problems to be solved has a video to click on. So the first video is a video that I did with my client Lyndon, Beginner's Guide to YouTube in 2025. Anyone on YouTube who's actively searching for YouTube advice as a beginner to try to learn how to get more subscribers, how to actually start making better content, how to do better storytelling, this is a video that perfectly fits that hole in the market that they're looking for. Same with this video, how to be so productive it feels illegal. So many people are struggling with being productive and having an actual good work schedule. So this video is literally speaking to that person who wants to be more productive and doesn't know how. And same with this video made by Dan Code, the daily routine that changed my life, 4 habits most people ignore. The first step of YouTube is going to be how you package your content so that you could have people who are actually interested enough to click on it. All 3 of these videos are literally packaged in a way so that whenever their target viewer sees them, they know right away that it's going to solve the problem that they need fixed. Each video that you make should solve one and only one problem your target audience is facing. What you want to do is also hit on dream outcomes in the packaging and in the intro of the video. The best video in the world will never get a single view if the packaging is absolutely terrible. That's why it's so important to treat packaging like the 80-20 of YouTube, because it is the 20% of the work that gets the 80% of the results. And people who are actively searching for videos to watch to solve their problems, they're gonna want to see dream outcomes in the packaging. They're gonna want to see in the thumbnail what they will actually achieve watching this video, will it actually solve their problems? And you also need to just understand that content on YouTube is simply supply and demand. You could even think about it like it's digital real estate. If there's a demand for a video, someone wants a problem solved, and you package a video around that, if you just make a better title and thumbnail and better packaged video, you will outperform so many people in your niche. So think of YouTube like supply and demand, so you could fill that hole in your market. But even if you understand how to actually package and position your content to appeal to your viewers' problems, you will never book a single call for your offer if someone only watches 1 to 2 of your videos, which is why you need to learn how to create a content system that your viewers rely on. And that brings us to number 2. You want to be an expensive problem solver. Now, what do I mean by this? You want to understand why and how people actually buy from creators and from YouTubers. Like I said earlier, people do not buy anything from someone that they do not trust, period, end of story. They're not going to buy your service or product from watching 1 to 2 of your videos. It's just not going to happen. And that's why you need to understand how to actually take someone who is completely cold, who has no idea who you are or what your product is, to someone who is warmed up, trusts you, and is ready to buy. And this is where the cold to warm viewer funnel comes into play. So there's 5 stages of audience awareness on YouTube. So first we have people who are completely unaware. So these are people who are not aware of their desire or need to solve a problem. So these are people who have these problems, but they don't even know that it exists yet. Then we go one step further down the funnel to people who are problem aware. They know that they have a problem that they need to solve, but aren't aware of any specific solutions or how to actually solve it yet. Then we have people who are solution aware. So these are people who know that there is a solution to their problem, but they don't know what it is. Next, we have people who are product aware. These are people that know that your product or service exists, but they aren't convinced that it will solve their problem. And now all the way at the bottom, we have people who are warmed up the most, and these are people who are most aware. These are people who know your product, know that it will actually benefit them and that you will actually get them the result promised, but they have just not gotten to purchase it yet. So how do you actually make content around the 5 stages of awareness? Your content should be able to take someone from stage 1 who is completely cold to stage 5 who is completely warmed up to your actual service, because you keep solving their problems in your videos. Here we have 5 video examples that I worked on with my client. The first one is, here's how I make $70,000 a month off YouTube. This video applies to anyone who wants to make money through YouTube. So once someone watches that video, let's say 1 or 2 or 3 days pass, they get another video, how to get infinite leads as a coach or consultant. Now this video is appealing because the problem is actually getting leads from YouTube, and that's how you make money. So this video solves that problem of how do I even get the leads to begin with to start making money on YouTube. And then once you keep going down the rabbit hole, you understand that you need to actually hire a team to do this for you. You as a business owner are not going to have enough time to actually put all of this into place, which is why you see the video, how to hire a content team to blow up your personal brand. Another problem that you face where there's a video solving it completely. Now that you are even more warmed up, we have the next video, the exact system to make $1 million on YouTube. In this video, my client literally goes over what he does and implement it into his channel specifically, which is going to give you a lot more trust that his products and services work because he's showing firsthand experience of how he implemented it into his channel. And now that you got introduced to the product or service, the next video you're going to see is how to book 3 to 5 sales calls per day from the free course funnel. This is going to be the video that fully converts you and actually builds trust with you that the service or product, for example, will actually get you your dream results. These 5 videos that I pulled from my client's channel are literally examples of taking someone from stage 1 all the way to stage 5. And if you're watching this right now and you want everything that I'm talking about implemented into your YouTube channel completely done for you, I've created a done for you YouTube lead generation system that handles everything for you, from titles to thumbnails to video editing to ideas and even posting the videos. So click the first link in the description where you could book a completely free 30-minute strategy call where we could see how we could help you and if you'd be a great fit. And if not, no worries, let's get back to the rest of the video. But you see, there's still one crucial mistake that I see business owners make when trying to actually make these types of videos. And it results in them destroying all of the trust they build that makes them come off as a con artist instead of a problem solver. Which brings us to the third mindset shift that you need to have is you need to educate first, then sell later. Now, what do I mean by this? A lot of business owners are actually terrified to give away their secret sauce. They think that if they give away all of the info needed in their YouTube videos to actually get XYZ result, why would my viewers even hire me? Why wouldn't they just take all the info I give them and do it themselves? But you see, the top 1% of business owners on YouTube, they do the exact opposite. They give away their best stuff for free and it books them way more calls. And this is where the scarcity mindset and abundance mindset clash. Someone on YouTube with a scarcity mindset thinks that they need to hold back their best strategies because if I teach them too much, right, they won't need me, they won't buy my services. But you see, the problem with this is that you look like every other guru holding information and you do not build as much trust with your audience. Whereas if you have an abundance mindset, you teach them everything you know. You drop all of the actual value that you have. The more value you give, the more your audience is going to trust you, period. That's just how it works. And even if you teach them everything you know, implementing and actually seeing results is still going to be difficult for your viewers, which means they'll still need your help. And the result of this is you become the authority and obvious expert that people would want to work with. And now you're probably thinking, how do I actually implement this mindset into my channel, but still actually sell people on my offer? This is where you'd bridge the gap from the educational content to people going to your offer and actually buying your services. So your video should look like this. You're going to have an intro, and there are actually two other points in the video that you need to implement: a CTA, where it's going to bring down viewers who are interested in your product, who are actually warmed up to actually booking a call with you. The green is going to be where you're dropping value. So you're going to do the intro of your video, right? And then you're going to boom, drop value, drop value, drop value. And then you're going to get to midway into your video. Midway into your video, you're going to want to place a midway CTA. This is going to be a call to action directly to your offer. And what you want to do is make sure to keep this CTA short and simple. It should be like 2, 3, 4 lines max. You do not want to go on for a minute long talking about your offer and why people should go check it out in the link in the description. Keep it really short, put no pressure. Just be like, hey, if you want all of this implemented all for you, then click the first link in my description where I can show you how to get XYZ result, right? It should be just like that. Super short, super simple, but still taking anyone who is interested to your actual offer. And then after the midway CTA, you're going to keep dropping value until you reach the outro of your video. Now, the outro of your video, you want to CTA to a previous video on your channel. This should ideally be a conversion asset, so like a free course video, a story video, or a VSL video. But it could also work linking and tying videos that people are currently on to other videos that they would need after watching the current one. So how this outro CTA is actually going to work is, first you want to link what your video is talking about now to another video. Then you're going to open up a curiosity gap in the viewer's mind, which is basically just a question that your viewer wants answered. And then after the curiosity gap, you're going to want to go to the CTA or the promise, which is basically you telling your viewers to click this next video on screen where you go over XYZ or where you show them how to do XYZ, right? So implementing these two CTAs in your video is actually what's going to take people who are just watching your videos to get their problem solved by either, number one, increasing the session time on your YouTube channel because people will click on the end screen video that you add at the end of your videos, increasing your session time, which means that your video will do better in the algorithm. Or number two, someone watching midway through who they're already warmed up to your actual content and they're warmed up to your offer, they see the midway CTA and they actually go and book a call in the description. And now that you know the 3 mindset shifts that you need to make so you could get ahead of 99% of the business owners on YouTube, you need to learn how to actually implement all of this specifically for your channel without spending months going through trial and error, which is where I come in, because I've helped one of my clients turn YouTube into a lead gen machine, as you can see from the screenshots on screen below. So watch this next video on screen right now where I break down the exact system you need to implement into your YouTube channel to book 10 to 30 qualified book calls every single month completely organically.